Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chrisley knows best. Chase agrees with Savannah's tough love on his drinking habits. Right to be upset with me and be mad. Chrisley knows best. Chase Chrisley recently came clean about his drinking issues, saying Savannah has the right to call him out. The sister-brother duo wasn't on good terms since Julie and Todd served their prison sentence. While their parents remained in the darkness of their respective cells in different facilities, the two argued back in their Nashville home. Todd himself discussed Chase's addiction for the first time on his podcast with Julie. Due to his legal issues, he was unable to connect with fans to give an update on the family. He recorded an episode in which he let the piping hot tea out. He said he fully supported his son during his alcohol battle, and he has become sober over time. Did Chase and Savannah resolve their issues? Chrisley knows best. Savannah worried for Chase's health. A month ago, Savannah and Chase Chrisley starred on The Chrisleys, Back to Reality Season 1, along with their siblings and parents. In the second episode, she revealed that his younger brother has not been doing well since he got himself addicted to alcohol. The Chrisley Knows Best star's voice trembled when she spoke about how much weight he lost over a couple of months. Savannah was concerned about Chase's deteriorating health and mental state. She called him out for not listening to her at all. The Unlocked podcast host shared that she had to distance herself from her brother because she feared he would die someday, leaving her devastated. It seemed better to her to mourn him beforehand. This was nerve-wracking for Chase, who blamed her for thinking she had the most family responsibilities. Chrisley Knows Best. Chase reflects on issues with Savannah about drinking. Chase Chrisley joined Todd and Julie on their Chrisley Confessions 2.0 podcast on October 29th to address the feud between him and Savannah. The Gold Drop founder emphasized that, behind Savannah's grudge against him, there is a solid reason: alcohol. The former Chrisley Knows Best star understood that his older sister's frustration was valid. Chase told his parents that Savannah has the right to be angry over his uncontrolled drinking. Before Todd and Julie were pardoned by President Trump earlier this year for their tax evasion and fraud case, their family members endured a lot of pain. Specifically, Savannah handled pain in her own way, which, according to Chase, was healthier. Chase explained that Savannah took therapy while he found solace in going out of the house and drinking. He never really tried to share his feelings with anyone, not even loved ones around him. That's why he slowly got emotions bottled up, only to have an outburst with her later on. Chase witnessed Savannah being open about her feelings throughout Julie and Todd's incarceration. Hence, he hated himself for being incapable of doing the same until 6 months ago. The growing up Chrisley celeb's strained bond resulted from her warning to him years ago to stop drinking before he landed in jail for the Atlanta bar incident. In a surprising and heartfelt turn of events, Chrisley Knows Best star Chase Chrisley is opening up about his drinking habits, and he's giving full credit to his sister, Savannah Chrisley, for helping him face reality. After months of tension, heartfelt talks, and emotional growth, Chase is finally admitting that Savannah's tough love approach was exactly what he needed to change course. For years, fans have adored Chase for his humor and carefree personality. But behind the laughter and pranks, those close to him noticed signs that his fun-loving lifestyle was starting to take a toll. Savannah, who has always been fiercely protective of her brother, decided to step in, not as a nagging sibling, but as someone who refused to watch him spiral further. She didn't sugarcoat anything, Chase recently shared in a candid moment during a family discussion. Savannah told me flat out that I was using alcohol to cover up pain, and that if I didn't get real with myself, I'd lose everything that actually mattered. It wasn't the kind of conversation Chase wanted to hear, but deep down, he knew she was right. A wake-up call from family love. Savannah's direct and sometimes harsh words hit Chase harder than any public criticism ever could. Savannah doesn't do fake concern, Chase admitted. When she loves you, she'll fight for you, even if it means fighting with you. According to those close to the siblings, Savannah had grown increasingly worried about Chase's late-night partying and impulsive decisions. Between emotional stress, media pressure, and the absence of their parents Todd and Julie Chrisley, who were serving prison sentences at the time, Chase had found temporary comfort in alcohol. But what started as a coping mechanism began turning into a dangerous pattern. Savannah saw the signs: mood swings, broken promises, and a sharp decline in motivation, and decided enough was enough. She told me I was better than the choices I was making, Chase said softly, and that if I wanted to honor Mom and Dad, I had to start acting like it. Her words struck a nerve. For Chase, the idea that his behavior might be letting his family down was almost unbearable. The moment everything changed. Chase recalls one night in particular that became his turning point. Savannah came over, and I was sitting on the couch, not in a good place, he confessed. She just looked at me and said, "Chase, you're not this guy. You're running from pain instead of facing it." At first, he snapped back defensively. But when Savannah broke down crying, something inside him shifted. She wasn't judging me, Chase explained. She was scared. That's when I realized this wasn't about her being bossy. This was about her not wanting to lose her brother. In the weeks that followed, Chase started taking small steps toward sobriety and balance. He began limiting his drinking, focusing on fitness, and turning to therapy to address deeper issues. And with every step, Savannah was right there cheering him on, sometimes sternly, sometimes gently, but always lovingly. Savannah's philosophy: real love means accountability. Savannah Chrisley has long been known for her strength and honesty, especially during her parents' incarceration. She's handled public scrutiny, business responsibilities, and the care of her younger siblings with grace beyond her years. So when she saw Chase struggling, she refused to stay silent. Tough love doesn't mean being cruel, Savannah later explained in a podcast episode. It means telling the truth even when it's uncomfortable. Sometimes love isn't about making someone feel good, it's about helping them grow. Savannah's approach wasn't just about confrontation, it was about understanding. She encouraged Chase to explore the emotional wounds he'd been hiding, grief, guilt, and loneliness, and find healthier ways to process them. Chase admitted that it wasn't easy. "She called me out on everything," he laughed. "But she also reminded me that I'm capable of more than I give myself credit for. That's what changed me. From rock bottom to renewal."